Alright, let's try going into here. I haven't tried.
It's polite to knock. You do know we're taping a show here.
Great day in the morning.
It's Myra Stump herself! Yourself.
Release the hostages!
How about letting your hostages go now? What do you say?
Hostages? They're my guests. You know, if there's one that fries my burger, it's the rampant victim culture in American media today. Oh, boo-hoo! Myra's audience all got luxury minivans. Now they have to worry about where they're going to park. Bah!
I know what you mean, Myra. It's like I'm always telling people, don't think of it as a bullet wound. Think of it as a transfusion opportunity.
What? Seriously though, free the hostages.
Seriously, we're officers of the law, more or less, and we'll have to insist that you free the hostages.
Of course. Just as soon as the show's over.
And when is that exactly?
Oh, who can say? We still have so many gifting opportunities. I just found a year's supply of industrial-strength soap backstage. I think I'll give that away. Or else have a valuable lesson on curing potty mouth.
Can we come in?
Can we come in and see the show?
Can you? Don't you mean...
May we come in and see the show?
That's much better. No, we're at full capacity. The only people getting in now are famous people who are appearing on the show.
Can we be guests on your show?
May we appear as guests on your show?
I excel at talking about myself!
Are you famous?
Perhaps. In an internet petition, or there ought to be a law kind of way.
Not good enough. I'll need evidence of your explosive star power.
I blew up a public restroom last week.
I want to see a copy of your recording contract, for one thing.
Well, what if we...
Recording contract. And a clip from your hit TV show. You're not anybody these days if you don't act and sing.
Recording contract, TV clip.
Piece of cake.
No cake, I'm on a diet. But I will naturally need evidence of the latest juicy scandal you've been involved in.
We have to be scandalized?
Of course! What kind of show do you think this is?
Are you sure you want us to answer that?
Look, it's very simple. Show me a recording contract, a clip from your TV show, and some evidence of a scandal, and I'll squeeze you in.
Oh,
well, I have 2 out of 3. Got a clip of a TV.
As it happens, we brought a clip of our wacky hit sitcom, Midtown Cowboys. We're the stars.
Well, I'm certainly impressed with how far standards for entertainment have fallen in this country.
Thanks.
But you're also going to need a recording contract and a nice, juicy scandal to be a guest on my show.
And we got the tabloid.
Actually, we graced the cover of the current edition of the Alien Love Triangle Times. How's that for a scandal?
My, your posture is terrible. Still, if you get a recording contract, I'll have you on the show.
I'm so elated I can almost block out the pain of such dismissive scrutiny.
Okay. Are you feeling okay?
Your eyes look a little spirally. Are you feeling all right?
Of course I am, sweetheart. By the way, when was the last time you brushed your teeth? And you should really be flossing.
You certainly sound like your normal self. But why are you keeping everybody in there?
I'm just doing what I always do. Slave and toil to put on the best show possible. It's just, after opening presents from well-wishers, I felt so compelled to make this show extra special.
I think you might be hypnotized.
Don't be alarmed, but I'm beginning to suspect that you might be hypnotized.
Don't be silly. Hypnotism is just an excuse people use today to abdicate responsibility. I hate how this country's become a bushel of Bill and Betty brainwashies.
Hypnotized or not, that sounds like Myra's patented blend of lovingly cutting criticism and charismatic know-it-allatry.
Okay. Are you sure you're not
Are
hypnotized?
you sure you're not hypnotized?
Of course not. I'm just inspired, and even more so than usual.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Let's
go get my autograph book. We'll be right back.
It's too nice to stay indoors. You boys should go play outside. And you should stop making that face, dear. It'll stick if you're not careful.
What face?
So that's not happening. So I need to figure out a way. I don't know.
Hello?
Fuck off, Bosco. Alright, well, the game just crashed on me. I lost my save. Just had to go through the whole gaming, and luckily I knew everything I needed to do up to this point. So, everything's exactly the same. I got all the same stuff, but I got a cake. Luckily, someone was very nice to tell me what I needed to do. Needed ketchup. I need tomato. Condiments. Because, you know,
A little ketchup
that
is
made
always good on a
sense. Whatever. Let's get the hell out of here. Thanks for the free ketchup, Bosco. Ugh.
Where are we going, Sam?
The TV studio.
Goody!
Finally. Here. Enough with this
Happy
shit.
birthday.
Oh, boy! Birthday cake! That red frosting looks tasty.
I'm sorry. Right there. Right there you would notice that it's tomato. It's ketchup.
Oh, that was really... Oh, really? Time out for number 2!
What the? Darn it! He'd better not be going to see Myra. Well, anyway, we can't wait. We'll just have to finish the show with only 2 judges. Whatever you guys agree on goes.
Vote for me!
Yeah, sure. Alright. Just in case. 'Cause I haven't clicked on this yet.
No can do.
Oh, I gotta click on him.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Now. Oh, so it automatically knows anyway.
Testing.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our next contestant, Sam.
Hello. I'd like to do a little song I call...
It's called I Don't Care.
She's the...
And let's hear from our judges.
I admire your courage even more than your singing. You've still got my vote.
Thanks, little buddy.
You really nailed that high note. Whoa! And you're less sloppy than my brother is. You've got my vote. Hey!
All of the remaining judges have agreed. We have a winner.
Finally.
No!
Congratulations, Sam. Here's your recording contract.
Bin Bottom Records. It's like a dream come true.
Specs, I'll get you for this if it's the last thing I do. Right after I get back from Mount Rushmore.
What?
Rushmore? I'd better go after him.
I just remembered. I have to feed my goldfish.
Are we still taping?
Be sure to join us next time on Embarrassing Idol.
Okay. What was it? Sitcom door. And then into... Which one was it? The game show. I've already pre-talked to, like, to Myra and given her all the stuff. So let's just give her the last item.
Yes? Oh, you two again. Well, what is it? You've got the length of one commercial break to explain yourselves.
Remind me what your requirements are for guests on your show?
Of course, dear. I'll need to see your recording contract, a clip from your TV show, and some evidence of a juicy scandal.
What if we have our own video game?
Oh.
Video games, ugh, those things will ruin your eyes. They're awful.
God damn it. Oh, we have a recording contract.
We do have a recording contract.
Never mind.
Bottom Records. Take a look. You'll have us on your show now.
I didn't think I actually got it.
Oh, I suppose so. If only because I have an upcoming bossy tirade prepared about the proliferation of talentless, no-name recording artists.
Yay!
Ugh.
Naturally,
Fuck.
I will expect you to be on your best behavior and agree with everything I say and answer every question I have and don't interrupt and keep your elbows off the table and use your indoor voice.
What about...
While you're on my show, you stay in your seats at all times. You do not interrupt me when I'm talking, and you treat the audience with the utmost respect, even if you become less sure with each passing year that they deserve it. Now, I'll call you on stage in a minute.
Gosh, Max. Celebrity is just a never-ending set of arbitrary goals one accomplishes to appease a dismissive and distracted, if not entirely absent, authority figure.
I don't know if I agree, Sam, but I've begun my decadent slide into a depraved personal hell just in case.
Okay. Really?
Give her a hand, everyone! Bessie Bovine reading from her new book, The Heart Has Four Stomachs, Ruminations on a Life in Hollywood. Out now in all major bookstores.
Okay.
This microphone is starting to spark from overuse, but that doesn't mean we're ready to pack it in. We've got the stars of the not-quite-canceled sitcom Midtown Cowboys, who also happen to be the winner and judge of TV's Embarrassing Idol. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam and Matt.
This is weird.
Hold the hayride, little pal. That bear seems more than slightly hinky, in the mesmeric sense of the term.
Shadier than a fat man's ankles.
Let's take it down like ducks in a gutter.
Hold it! My guests sit at that end.
But that bear has got you...
Sit.
We'll just sit where you want us to, ma'am.
Lovely.
What gives, Sam? Why can't we just grab the bear?
It would appear that the laws of physics are different on the set of a talk show, little buddy. You're gonna have to play along.
Sam and Max, you're talented, hot new celebrities who've taken the entertainment world by storm. So naturally, we all want to hear everything about your involvement in the scandal detailed in the Alien Love Triangle Times.
Yeah, that's all anyone cares about. I'd rather talk about the Cowboys. I'd rather talk about that bear.
I'd like to talk about that charming yet mildly insidious-looking bear on your desk. Can I see it?
I don't know, Sam. Can you?
May I see it, please?
No, you may not. And if I may say so, if there's one thing that grills my chicken, it's how our culture is in a state of modal decay. Can is not the same as may. Should is not the same as blah, blah, blah. Yak, blah, 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 blue, blue, blue.
Hopefully she'll be off on her tri-state nagging spree for a while.
Blah, 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 blah. Yak, 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 yak. Bloody, 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 bloody. Yakety, 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 yak. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Yak, 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 yak.
Testing.
Bloody, bloody,
One,
bloody,
two,
bloody.
three.
Yakety, 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 yak. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah.
Humanity's not
Blah,
safe
blah,
while that
blah,
mysterious
blah.
little
Yak,
hypno
yak,
bear is
yak,
on the
yak.
loose.
Bloody, bloody,
Are we
bloody,
part of
bloody.
humanity,
Yakety,
Sam?
yakety, yakety,
Not
yakety,
technically,
yakety,
but
yakety,
we're in
yakety,
danger
yak.
too.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah.
I'm
Okay.
not touching that
Blah,
thing.
blah, blah.
I'd
Yak,
probably
yak,
get shocked.
Yak, yak, bloody, 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 bloody. Yakety, 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 yak. Blah, blah,
Nah.
blah. Blah, blah.
I'd like to
Blah,
shave that
blah,
skeevy
blah,
little
blah.
puppet
Yak,
bald,
yak,
but it's
yak,
too far
yak.
away.
Bloody, 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 bloody.
Also, I
Yakety,
haven't got a
yakety,
razor.
yakety, 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 yakety,
Okay,
yakety,
so that's
yak.
not
Blah,
useful.
blah, blah. Blah, blah. Blah, blah,
Unwise
blah,
in front of a
yak,
live
yak,
studio
yak,
audience.
yak. Bloody, bloody,
Oh.
bloody, bloody. Yakety, 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 yak. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Yak, 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 yak. Bloody, 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 bloody. Yakety, 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 yak. Blah,
Testing.
blah, blah.
One,
Blah,
two,
blah.
three.
Blah, 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 blah. Yak,
I'm not
yak,
touching
yak,
that thing.
yak.
Okay.
Bloody,
I'd
bloody,
probably
bloody,
get
bloody.
shocked.
Yakety, 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 yak. Ah, yes. Where were we? I think we were discussing the Alien Love Triangle Times and that nasty, scandalous affair of yours.
Okay, this is going to be a lot like the other thing. Whatever. Oh, he can say so too. I'd like to talk about you.
Let's talk about you, Myra.
Me? What could anyone want to know about me?
Maybe they'd like to know how honored you are to have me, Max, brilliant actor and acerbic wit, on your show.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather talk about your alien love triangle shenanigans?
You know what? Let's just talk about the Times.
There's something you should know about that picture in the Times.
I'm not sure I want to know anything more. Maybe you big Hollywood types thinks it's funny to flaunt your polyplanetary pickups, but the rest of us find alien love triangles, frankly, disgusting.
But the photo is not quite what it seems.
How so?
Someone else fault. It's Hugh Bliss.
It's not a picture of an alien at all. That's Hugh Bliss.
Hugh Bliss? The highly respected founder of prismatology? Don't be ridiculous. Why, I've had him on my show before, and he certainly isn't green. What are you really hiding?
Pretty sure
I'm
everyone
scared
can...
of being
oh,
buffeted by
whatever.
another gust of Hurricane Myra?
Flattery will get you nowhere, mister. I don't know about you, audience, but as a girl, I was taught that flattery was the worst possible way to blah, 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 yak, yak, yak. Blah, 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 yak, 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 blah-de, 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 blah.
Can't we sit over there?
You'll sit where you are and like it, mister.
Yes, ma'am.
Blah, 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 yak, 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 blah-de, 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 blah, yakety, yakety, yakety,
Got a second, little buddy?
Now that we're big stars, I'd normally ask that your people call my people to set up a meeting. But since we're old friends...
Yakety, 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 yak, blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah,
We've
blah,
gotta stop
blah,
this.
yak,
Stop
yak,
this
yak,
TV
yak,
program.
blah-de, blah-de,
Stop
blah-de,
it.
yakety,
It's the
yakety,
greatest
yakety,
moment of my
yakety,
deeply
yakety,
superficial
yakety,
life.
yak, blah, blah,
Nonetheless, we'll be trapped here
blah,
forever if we don't do something.
blah, blah, blah,
Look,
blah,
unless you
yak,
take
yak,
out Myra
yak,
or that
blah-de,
bear
blah-de,
or
blah-de,
both,
yakety,
you'll
yakety,
never
yakety,
stop
yakety,
it.
yakety,
I
yakety,
say,
yakety, yak,
relax
blah,
and
blah,
enjoy
blah,
the unreal,
blah, blah.
soul-hollowing ride.
Blah, 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 yak, 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 yak,
The real
blah-de,
threat
blah-de,
here
blah-de,
isn't
blah,
Myra at
yakety,
all.
yakety,
It's
yakety,
that
yakety,
bear.
yakety, yakety, yakety,
I
yak,
know.
blah,
Nothing
blah,
that
blah.
cute should be allowed to
Blah, blah.
exist.
It
Oh,
has
that
Myra
cute.
in some sort of hypnotic thrall.
You made that word up.
Possibly, but that doesn't make it less true.
Jesus Christ, she's starting to give me a migraine.
According to the ultra-strict rules of talk show reality, we're stuck sitting over here, possibly permanently.
At least it's comfortable.
True, but we can't do much from here.
Celebrities don't always have to do things for themselves. They perform and have people do everything else for them.
Okay.
Never mind.
Then I shall return to the warm womb of manufactured celebrity.
Let's...
Nope.
No.
Blah 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 yak 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 bloody 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 yakety
No,
yakety
thanks.
yakety 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 yakety
She
yakety
appears to
yak,
have
blah,
plenty
blah,
to say
blah,
already.
Blah blah. Blah 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 yak 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 bloody 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 yakety 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 yak blah blah blah.
Testing.
Blah,
1,
blah.
2, 3.
Blah 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 yak
Oh,
yak
come
yak
on.
yak bloody bloody bloody
Hey,
bloody
Max.
yakety yakety yakety
Speak.
yakety 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 yak blah blah blah.
Never mind.
Blah blah.
Then I shall return to the
Blah, blah,
warm
blah,
womb of
blah,
manufactured
yak,
celebrity.
yak, yak, bloody, bloody,
Alright,
bloody,
let's
bloody.
try talking to her
Ah,
with...
yes. Where were we? I think we were discussing the alien love triangle times and that nasty, scandalous affair of yours.
Okay.
There's more you should know about that picture.
What's that?
That's not us.
It's not us. It's our evil twins, Saul and Mark.
I thought I was the evil twin.
Sam, I refuse to let my low opinion of you curtail my disappointment. Did you really think anyone would buy such an unbelievable story?
Is there a way to answer that
There
without
is an
being
evil
lectured?
Max.
No,
Kind of awesome.
there isn't. You know, millions of Americans suffer from malevolent multiple birth sibling syndrome. It's no laughing matter. And for you to blah, 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 yak, yak, yak. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, so that didn't do anything.
Aye, scandalous.
Let's try.
There's more you should know about that picture in the Times.
What's that?
But yeah, there is an evil Max. I do remember. It's like a black and red Max, but it's like, and he's got like a demon tail. He's like Demon Max or something. But I don't think he's in any of the games, or he might be in one of the older games. I don't know. There was someone else
It
involved.
doesn't tell the whole story. There's someone else involved. Someone the picture doesn't show.
Ooh.
How shocking. Who?
Philo Pennyworth?
Philo Pennyworth.
As I'm sure most of you know, Philo Pennyworth is the actor who plays Mr. Featherly on Midtown Cowboys. And we happen to have him backstage. Let's bring him out.
Okay, so that got something going.
Philo, give us your side. Is it true?
Myra, please, of course not. I'm a veteran of the British stage. I'd never be caught cavorting with a dog, a rabbit, and an alien. It's so 1997.
Yikes!
I doubt we'll hear a more terrifying denial.
This year, anyone who is anyone is all about birds of prey, ring-tailed lemurs, and Bigfoot. No one will ever take you seriously at the Globe Theatre otherwise.
Okay.
And there you have it. I'm so shocked, I'm going to talk for at least the next 5 minutes about blah, 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 yak, yak, yak. Blah, blah, blah,
Okay, so
blah,
that didn't
yak,
work.
Yak, yak.
Let's try
Scandalous.
someone else. Let's continue with the
There's
times.
more
Just
you
get
should-
all these out of the
What's that?
way. Someone else
There are-
involved.
Incredible.
One of the soda poppers.
One of the soda poppers.
Oh, my. Which one?
Oh God. Peepers.
Peepers.
Really? Well, by amazing coincidence, we happen to have Peepers backstage right now. Let's bring him out.
It's not true, Wall. All that happened was they snatched my lyrics.
I can't even imagine what horrifying act that's slang for. How are any of us supposed to listen to Burt Bacharach being interviewed without
What?
blah, 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 yak, yak, yak?
Let's try the
blah,
other
blah.
soda poppers.
Scandalous.
There's
What's that?
Someone else. Let's
It
try the
doesn't
other
tell-
two soda poppers.
You're joking.
one of the
Oh, my.
Let's do specs.
specs.
Oh, my goodness. Well, audience, we just happen to have him backstage. Specs, come on out here.
Are his glasses still broken? No, he got
What
better
are they
glasses.
about? The thing, and I the instead of my brother. And to be honest, I regret it.
You mean you wish you'd your own brother?
Yes, I do. At least he doesn't.
I am appalled.
I-
What kind of... Why, in all my years, I never blah, 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 yak, yak, yak. Blah, blah,
Okay,
blah, blah,
let's
yak.
try Weezer, who should still be friggin'
Scandal.
like knocked out.
There's more you.
What's...
There are still.
How shocking. Who?
One of the soda poppers.
One of the soda poppers.
Oh, my.
Weezer.
Whizzer.
Whizzer, not Weezer.
Well, that's certainly an interesting accusation. We happen to have Whizzer waiting backstage.
Of course
Let's
you do.
bring him out.
I have no what
Oh my God.
All that happened was they gave me a ketchup cake.
Oh my... I have no idea what that even means. And it may be the single filthiest thing anyone said in my presence.
I might be able to top it if you give me a chance.
I prefer
Please.
that you didn't. In fact, our country's shocking fascination with the double entendre is wrecking blah 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 yak
I have
yak,
no
yak.
idea if it's
Blah,
intentionally
blah,
bleeping
blah,
or
blah,
what.
Yak yak yak.
All right, last
Ah,
person,
scandalous.
the cow, and then we can be done with
There's
the
more
times.
you should know.
What's that?
It doesn't tell.
Incredible.
Bessie the cow.
Bessie Bovine, our co-star on Midtown Cowboys.
Oh my. Audience, shall we bring her back out again? Well, Bessie, what do you say to these allegations? Is that so? Bessie, shockingly, you're the only voice of common sense in Hollywood. You are to be commended. Why don't you relax with some sweet grass backstage while I browbeat my audience into blah blah blah, yak
Okay,
yak
that didn't
yak.
work.
Blah 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 blah, yak yak
So
yak.
let's try some of. Oh, wait.
Ah, yes. Where were we? I think we were discussing the alien love triangle times and that nasty scat.
Okay, well, let's talk about Midtown Cowboys.
I'd rather talk about our smash hit sitcom, Midtown Cowboys.
Okay, let's talk. You two have become the new breakout stars of a flaccid, dissolute sitcom in its final days. How wonderful for you.
Thanks, we brought a clip.
You certainly did. I had a chance to watch it, and I refused to show it to my audience. It has a shocking joke involving a cow pie. It's a sad commentary on today's culture when the cow pie, once a staple of the American diet, blah, 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 yak, 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 yak.
I see why Myra only lets big stars on her show.
They're easier targets?
If you're big enough, there still might be something left when she's finished.
Blah, 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 yak, 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 yak.
May I have a drink of water?
Are you the host of this talk show?
No.
Then no. Blah, 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 yak, yak,
Okay,
yak,
so
yak,
there's
bloody, bloody,
something
bloody,
to do with
bloody,
that.
Yakety, 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 yak, blah, blah.
Okay, well, I probably have to talk.
Scandalous affair.
Embarrassing.
I'd like to
Idle
sing a
glory.
song from my upcoming album, Feathers and Furious Scribbling.
I'm almost certain the audience might probably enjoy that.
Howling at that drippy old hunk of moon. She's at brunch today with some baboon. And so I wrote this extremely catchy tune.
Thank you, Sam, for putting the num back in musical number.
What a wonderful way to remind our audience that you don't have to be talented to be famous. And a perfect segue into my latest tirade about the lamentable state of modern popular music. I mean, blah, 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 yak,
my
yak,
God.
yak, yak, bloody, 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 yakety, yak, yak, yak. Blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, 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 yakety,
Oh, well, I have the
yakety,
banjo
yakety.
now.
I'd like to sing my song again.
Normally, I'd protest, but after...
Howling at that. She's
Lovely. Mainly because it allows me once again to
Oh,
rail against
wait.
popular music. Kids today, blah, yak, yak, yak. Blah, 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 yak, yak,
So
yak,
that was what I
bloody,
needed to
bloody,
do, it
bloody,
looks
yakety,
like.
Yakety, 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 yak, blah, blah, blah.
Testing.
Blah, blah.
One.
Okay,
Blah,
now
I'd like to sing, if I may.
use that
Is
high
that
note.
wise?
Howling at that drippy old hunk of moon.
Whoa. Careful there, Tiger. That was wonderful. I'm so moved I almost don't have a long hectoring screed in me. Oh no, wait. There it is. Thank goodness. Self-referential songwriting is a dangerously blah, 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 yak, 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 yak. Blah, 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 yak,
Okay.
yak, 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 bloody,
Huddle.
bloody,
I
think it's
bloody,
getting the
bloody,
bear
yakety,
wet,
yakety,
but
yakety,
apart
yakety,
from that,
yakety,
nothing's
yakety,
happening.
yakety, yak, blah, 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 blah.
I'm not touching
Blah,
that thing.
blah, blah,
I'd
blah,
probably
yak,
get
yak,
shocked.
yak, yak, bloody, bloody, bloody,
Okay,
bloody,
I need to
yakety,
find
yakety,
a
yakety,
way.
yakety, yakety, yak, blah, 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 blah. Blah,
No
blah,
dice.
blah, blah, yak, 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 bloody, 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 yakety, 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 yak. Put that away right now. Blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, 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 yakety, 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 yakety,
Unwise
yakety,
in front
yakety,
of a
yakety, yak, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 yak, yak, yak,
No can
yak,
do.
bloody, 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 bloody,
Nah.
yakety, 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 yak, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 yak,
That
yak,
does
yak,
nothing.
yak, bloody, 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 bloody,
Testing.
yakety, 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 yakety,
Hey,
yak,
Max.
blah, blah, blah,
Speak.
blah, blah. Blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, bloody,
Okay,
bloody,
let's
bloody,
Never mind.
yakety, yakety, yakety,
Then I
yakety,
shall
yakety,
return to the
yakety,
warm
yakety,
womb
yak,
of
blah,
manufactured
blah,
celebrity.
Blah, blah.
Okay, well, we
Blah.
got the wire to break.
Ah, yes, scandalous.
Let's have Max do some talking, because I forgot about him. Let's talk about me.
I'd like to talk about me.
I prefer my guests' naked egos to be just a little less naked, dear.
Oh, absolutely, Myra. That's exactly what Reese Butterfingers told me when sniping river rats at Cannes. She thought I had the cool-eyed aim of a professional.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather talk about your alien love triangle shenanigans?
Seriously, enough of that. About myself.
I'd like to talk about myself.
And a project you're working on, perhaps?
You said it, Myra. I am an ongoing project, like a golden calf or a graven image. I'll only rest once people are sacrificing their firstborn unto me. Also, I'd like to direct.
Fame went to your head quickly, dear.
It's a short trip.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather talk about your alien love triangle
enough
shenanigans?
about that. Pal Sam.
I'd like to mention my pal Sam and something that happened the other day.
Anecdotes about other celebrities, even ones as dubious as you two, are always welcome.
Well, I was battering this purse snatcher with a broken parking meter and screaming, "Die! Why won't you die?" And Sam said, "You crack me up, little buddy."
The point being,
I cracked Sam up.
are you sure you wouldn't rather talk about your alien love triangle shenanigans?
Okay. Sorry, I had to. I clicked on everything, and there's nothing else I can do, and I just couldn't figure it. So
There's more
apparently
you should
there
know
was
about
something
that
I didn't
picture of
notice.
Times.
What's...
There are still...
You're joking. Who?
I should have saved the... I'm glad I went through everything, because I wouldn't have learned about it until the water, because the water, I wouldn't have gotten the last thing. But apparently, whenever she did something, she puts everything, like, in a certain spot, like, over here. But apparently with Bessie, she puts it in the middle, right where the water is, so...
Bessie Bovine, our co-star on Midtown Cowboys.
Oh,
So let's see what happens.
Audience, shall we bring her back out again?
Mm-hmm.
At the risk of making the obvious comment, that was shocking. Is she breathing?
A little, but the creepy teddy bear is toast.
Finally.
Nuts. I wanted to ask it a few questions, and maybe use it to hypnotize Katie Couric.
Another glorious dream bangs its chin on the dirty pavement. On the bright side, the audience is free to go home.
Where'd the bear come
I
from?
was just getting warmed up. Do you think Myra will have us back on the show again soon?
Speaking of unlikely, did you notice we just had 2 cases in a row involving hypnotic mind control?
Complete coincidence?
Yes, I think so. The cogs of the universe synchronize in ways we're not meant to see.
Speaking of things
So
we're
the
not
next
meant
one-
to see,
no.
there's a new restaurant at the zoo where you can eat what they feed the animals.
Empty popcorn cartons and cigarette butts?
And processed bread logs loaded with tranquilizers and antidepressants.
Bread logs make me bogey. Let's
The
head
toy
back to the
mafia.
cooking show set and see if we can figure out how to make fried pork rinds.
Okay, but I get the feet.
Alright, so was that a hint at the next... Okay, so that was the end. Okay, that was actually a lot shorter. It felt longer because, honestly, this episode was kind of boring. But, yeah, this was not as good. The first one was funnier. But, yeah, I guess it kind of answered where the toy came from. But, let's see where that goes. So, either they're making that comment saying, like, okay, we've had 2 hypnotism stories in a row, let's do something different next time. Or hypnotism is going to kind of be the whole thing with this, episode. Or, I don't really remember what it is, like, episodes and chapters. But, I think there's, like, 4? I think I have 12 in total. And there's 3... seasons. That's what it is. Seasons and episodes. So it's like, I think there's 4 episodes a season. So there's still 2 more this season to see what we have to do. Hopefully they'll be a bit more funnier than this one. But it was still okay. I only had to look up 2 things. So that's good. Better than I did last time. So that's it. 2006 Telltale Inc. Hopefully this time they don't decide to take down any of my videos for copyright like they did last time. Alright, see you guys next episode. Bye-bye.